This is a 1965 Ford Mustang V8, a 5-litre American monster. It doesn't purr, it growls. It's just one of about 50 classic cars owned by Nigel Case. He rents them for about $250 a day. He also makes money as the value of each car goes up.
That's about £15,000, I suppose, 6-7 years ago, and it's probably about 25 now. So not a huge increase on this one, but there's so many of these around, you know.
Nigel warns newcomers to be careful. The restoration, insurance and maintenance costs can quickly wipe out your profits.
Well, for people who are not really into classic cars, and it's a new thing to them, I would say it's an emotional investment. Don't treat it as a financial one. To speculate on classic cars, if you're not experienced and you don't really know your way around cars, it's a very difficult thing to make money out of. Just buy a car because you love it and you enjoy it. As soon as you don't do that, they become really difficult and hard work.
So this is the star performer of Nigel's fleet of cars. It's an Aston Martin V8. He bought it about 3 years ago for $40,000 and says it's now worth between 3 and 4 times that amount. But that really isn't typical of a classic car's performance.
In fact, some experts sense the market is cooling off, and investors will have picked wisely if they see even a 10% return this year. Of course, for the right car, with the right heritage, the sky's the limit. This 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO sold at Bonhams for a record-breaking $38.1 million in 2014.
$34.5 million. You own the car.
One of their auctioneers, Tim Schofield, is the foremost expert on classic cars.
If it's worth a bit more in a few years' time, great, but that is not our sole reason for purchasing a collector's motor car. And I think the market today is more open to those enthusiast buyers more so than the speculators. I think we've seen a number of the speculators move on.
And what if you already have an old car collecting dust at home? Is it worth doing up?
Well, this is it, and it's been in the family for about 50 years or just over. She's been outside for some of the time, but predominantly in the garage. She's just been languishing here, really. So how much would it actually cost to do her up, and how much would she be worth at the end in what I call mint condition, showroom condition?
Showroom condition generally would cost about £20,000. The trouble is, to restore it, you'd probably spend twice that. You'd probably spend about £40,000. Animals living in it.
Unfortunately, this old Austin Healey Sprite has been left neglected for too long in the garage. The rust has got to it, and it's not worth restoring.
Now, if you live in the city, storage costs can be quite high. But if you don't want your classic car to rust away, you could put them in one of these futuristic pods. They take the dirt out of the air and the moisture, keeping your classic car in mint condition. But there is a price around about $400 a month.
On the whole, experts warn would-be investors not to expect big returns on their classic cars. Buy a car because you love it, they say. There may be more reliable returns out there, but few that are as much fun. Matthew Moore, TRT World, London.